deep breath in, sigh out the mouth. And begin by gently just tapping the lower ribs.
Happy Memorial Day, everyone. It's currently 8:25 in the morning and I'm getting out of town right around noon, which means we gotta eat, train. Don't really have to pack. It's been a nice, fun couple weeks making videos pretty much every day, training and eating as much as I can. But Monday and Tuesday of this week, I'm gonna head over to the Springs up north a little bit, and maybe I'll show you guys how that looks for those of you who haven't seen it yet. Meal number one is just gonna be 50 carbs from rice and sugar cereal, 5-6 grams of fat from peanut butter, and then my vitamin D3, vitamin B12, whatever else I want to take, maybe an omega-3 this morning, and supplements for the rest of the day. Skipped yoga today, no yoga mat present, packed in my car for tomorrow morning. So I took today off yoga for the first time, and tomorrow I'm gonna take off PT. So I did wake up and get my physical therapy done right here, my little basic movements, and taking the day off yoga. Obviously I'm sitting cross-legged, still getting some hip opening this morning, but when you do too much of a good thing, sometimes it's impossible to take a day off and to have some cereal. And I'm gonna head basically straight to the gym after I shower and clean up, and I'll maybe hit the tanning bed for like 7 minutes before, since I'll be digesting. So without further ado, let's have this small meal and then get off the floor and get cleaned up.
Natty Verified.
Are you guys talking about Natty Verified? That sounds lame to me.
But you know, one of the things is,
and I know a lot of you guys struggle with stopping doing something or taking deloads or taking time off because of discipline. It requires more discipline to pull back and avoid something because it's better for you in the long run than to just stick to a routine because you think it's just, you know, arbitrarily benefiting you because it makes you feel good. So you gotta find other ways for that. So when we go bench today, just gonna take it easy. I've got a nice vacation to enjoy. Today's not so much about killing it. I think the beauty of this Memorial Day is at 8:45, Martin Light. At 8:45, I don't think we're gonna get any traffic or any tanners, so gym bag's ready. Literally have two things, half a scoop, 75 milligrams of caffeine. If you need more, you're doing it wrong. Oh, so fun fact, last year when I drove for Lyft, I made $398 on Memorial Day, and I started driving right around now at 8:50. $398. And that's, I guess, whatever, I barely paid taxes, so yeah, that was the craziest Lyft day I ever had. 1 year ago, and then I got fired. So if you guys are curious about that one, whoa, I'll have to make a nice video for that. Yoga mats. All right, what's up everyone? I'm very happy with this lighting situation here, so hopefully this is in focus. And we'll do this in one take. So this day was Memorial Day. It's now Wednesday when I'm filming this voiceover, but this workout was performed on Memorial Day as stated in the video. So I went in Monday pretty early in the morning, like 8:30 or 9, and decided to warm up and hit some bench press. So today was a push day, obviously, if I'm starting with bench, and I'll just kind of talk you through these sets here as the workout unfolds. The goal today with this workout was to PR on volume with my comeback, I guess we can call it, and have a nice, easily repeatable, but still intense, safe workout. So I know it's kind of contradictory and a little bit redundant, but the goal is to be intense, but something that's repeatable, so not getting hyped up, just a very average, medium, moderate intensity. So anyways, I know if you guys are pretty new to lifting, that may not make a lot of sense. But as you get stronger and build volume and build intensity over time, there's a big degree when it comes to like rate of perceived exertion between like 70% and 90%, etc. So this was me just hitting like 60-70% of my total effort, but anything over 225 for me can easily be challenging as I lower the bar, very control here, hit the top of the sternum, pause for a brief second, and obviously explode up. So this was 2, 4, I think 6 sets. So next time I go into the gym, I think this is pretty masterful for me here on this 225. To be expected, obviously, nothing impressive, but feeling great is something I'm not used to lately. All right guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's so busy in here, it's giving me anxiety, but that was like 6 or 7 sets and they're flying, not even a 3-minute rest. So I'm gonna enjoy my trip and call it there on the pressing, at least the bench pressing, so circus of trolls. So yeah, like I said, 6 sets, which was very good for me, 225, 3 reps. No pain, no discomfort, nothing like that. it was honestly smooth as butter, and even though this gym was kind of getting packed, I was able to stay focused and just keep pressing onward, no pun intended. So I went up to 145 pounds on the standing overhead press, and this went really well. So no lower back pain, my lower back's recovering great from all the exercises I'm doing, and no knee pain, which is I don't even know what to do, knock on wood. It's kind of like sometimes in this workout I didn't even think about my knee. I mostly thought about my lower back, so I feel really grateful to be just lifting again the way I want to be. So 145 pounds for 5, extreme pauses, extreme range of motion. What I mean by that is I'm not pressing up and then dumping the barbell on my chest. I am pressing up and then lowering the barbell kind of to like my Adam's apple, which is really close to my chest, so I'm not cheating the range of motion at all. I'm just avoiding resting it on my chest because I'm healing a rotator cuff injury, so I do not want to unload at the end ranges of motion, and that's, I guess, going to be just the point I make during this superset. Everything that I preach to me usually makes sense, but what I just stated there, losing that tension at the end of the range of motion, I think is really dangerous on the rotator cuff. Even though it may not be dangerous in general, over time, when you do it thousands of times, accidents happen, and that's how I hurt my rotator, just catching a barbell that was really light on a press. So again, when you're doing your compound movements, don't keep increasing the weight of the movement and keep decreasing control at the end ranges of motion, okay? So if you're finding that you can get your bench press up, but you're sinking the bar faster and faster, take a step back, take a deload, go back to something a little bit lighter, or take 5 pounds off or 10 pounds off even, and keep going back up incrementally. So keep control of the weight, but the negative isn't everything, okay? It's all about safety and performance and not having too big of an ego. Peace. Ego. Later. No! Why do you have to eat everything? He's eating ice, he's dieting. It's a poor pupper. The turtle tortoise. He made a cameo in the last video. Not much to say, but it's really pretty. We made it to Steamboat Springs, if you guys can hear me. Beautiful. Perfect way to spend Memorial Day. As you guys see, it's a lot different than Denver, but it's one of the beautiful things we get to experience in Colorado. So there's never a dull moment if you just are willing to drive a little bit. I promised myself I wouldn't film too much on this trip, but footage is footage and it looks good. So I'll enjoy, and we'll bring you around later. Go for it. So after getting here and checking out the menu, it's non-negotiable that I show you guys where we're having a meal.